Hey, what's going on everyone? This is GC Performance here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to lower your stem if you like, to drop spacers before you want to cut it. Also, if your headset is very loose, I will show you how to fix it as well without having to take it to a shop. What can happen sometimes though is that if your headset is loose and you do this method and it's still loose, what that means is that either your bearings are bad and they need to be replaced, or something else is at fault, so then take it to your local bike shop. But this is just a quick fix. Let's say your bike is like this, where it rocks back and forth where there's no spacer. This should help out. So right now I'm just going to kind of show you guys how to drop the handlebars if you like, and we'll go from there. So right now, first thing to do is loosen up this bolt and this bolt. These are your two pinch bolts, and what they do is they actually clamp the stem to the steer. So if you go ahead and the most thing that I see people do wrong is they tighten down this bolt as hard as they can. If you're tightening down this bolt, what this bolt is doing, it's compressing your fork and stem together. If you're tightening down this bolt without loosening these two up, you're doing nothing. You're basically just pulling the plug out and you're actually going to make it looser. So we loosened up these two already. These are loose. Now we're going to remove this steer bolt right here. And as you guys can see, this plug came out with it. So if that ever comes, this is just for specialized, but if that comes out with it, this is the main thing that actually tightens down the wedge. So we're going to tighten this back up. Perfect. So top cap's removed. Now we're going to remove this from the top. We get a little twist and yank. Now I say I wanted to slam my stem, or we'll go ahead and just remove these spaces right here. So what we're going to do is remove like that. And whenever you put this on the bottom, you always have to compensate for what you took out. So we're going to end up making these and putting these back on top. So we're taking those three spacers and putting them back up top. What would happen is if you tighten this down without it, that's going to bottom out that steer, and that's where you're going to get that loose play and cause this rocking back and forth in this headset area, or rocking up here. So you always need to have a little bit more spacer height. You show this right here. See how the spacers are actually higher than the steer itself? You want that because that's going to create that compression. So the handlebar is where we want it. Everything's good. We're not going to tighten down these two. We're going to put this in first. Put this like here. And this really doesn't need to be tightened down that much either. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll yank on this thing. This is only creating compression here, so we just need to give it a couple good turns. Like that right now. That's compressed. Then we go ahead and line up this stem with the front tire. That's good enough. You guys can really see it, but you're gonna just make sure this stem is lined up with that front tire. And then we go ahead and tighten down these two pinch bolts. If you do in any other order, it won't work. It's gonna you're basically just gonna be tightening against this being pinched, and you can almost pull out. This bolt will be pulling out the stem exterior. Same thing. Let's say if you got a bike and that was the case. Some people have brought a bike to me before where they have gotten a stem or a spacer or a bike that has a loose headset on here. What you would do is, I'll show you. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this again. So some people will actually bring me bikes in like that, and it's bombed out. Just go to your local bike store, grab just a normal spacer, 1/8", and you put it back on top. So we go ahead like this. I'm gonna put this back in the normal spot that it was at. Remove this like this. Spacer back on. Spacer back on. And we're good. As long as you have a little bit of lip of whatever it is, a spacer or stem there, it'll compress just fine. So we go ahead and put this back on here. These bolts are loose. We're tightening this up. And again, it doesn't need to be super, super tight. All we want is just some compression on there. That's good. Make sure this is straight. That's good. And then these are going to be tightened up to 5.2 Newton meters or 5 Newton meters. It'll always say in your stem what it needs to be at. Do not over tighten these. These are very easy to break. So we'll go ahead right here. right here. And I have a torque wrench, I'll do it later on, but we can go and fix that. But 5 new mirrors, that'll be it. Same with these top bolts right here. These are all 5 new mirrors as well. It's all preference on the stem. If it's carbon, if it's a different brand, they'll have different torque specs. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. This right here is a torque wrench by Park Tool, 5 new mirrors. If you don't got it, tighten that up. Same on this side as well. Those will tighten down very well. It's just a little trick. I hope that this will teach you. Like I said, if there is still play after you do this and you tighten this down, mainly what it means is that the bearings are either bad, the shelling or the housing that actually holds the ball bearings are coming loose, or the race is coming off the bearing, and those headset bearings need to be replaced. So take it into your local bike shop and they can go ahead and do that for you. But hopefully that helped you guys out. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next video. Bye.